Welcome everyone, it's Joni at Granny J Clay, and I'm kind of on a roll with a few videos today, so I thought I'd make one more. And I want to show you a technique with some texture sheets. This is my matte, texture matte. I'm going to use this. And then I'm also, I forgot to get it out, just let me pull it out here. I'm going to use this as well. It's just a piece of, you've seen that rubber that goes under rugs? This is a piece of that. It holds the rug in place, and this makes a great texture sheet. So I'm going to use this, and I rolled out my clay. This is black. I rolled it out on a 0, which on my machine is my whitest, and also I rolled this out on my whitest, and I'll show you what I'm going to do right after I texture them. I'm going to texture the white with this. I'm going to texture the black with this. So let me just roll this through quick, and I'm going to roll it through on a 1 again. All right, I'll peel it back and you can see. Isn't that pretty? That really gives a beautiful texture. All right, now with this one, I'm going to set this up here. Careful when I work with black and white not to transfer these colors back and forth. With this one, I'm going to take some ink, and I'm going to ink up this this rubber texture mat, and I'm going to press it on the white. So let's see. Well, let's see what we should get here. I could do black. That might be really pretty, actually, if I did black. Yeah, I think I will. I've got two. I can't remember which one is very dry. One is quite dry, and the other one is fairly new. But these are jet black, and they're archival inks, and they are permanent inks. So let's see if I can blacken up my, yeah, I'll just put it right here. Yeah, I think it's going to take it. You can't see it, so I'm going to bring it in a little bit. And it can do the opposite. You can put your ink down and press this on, but I just want to make sure I only get it on the scrolling part. And we'll see how this works. This seems to have ink in it. I don't know if I'm getting the end of the ink or if this is the one that's fully inked. So I'll just keep pressing. As long as I get ink, that's good. Okay, this is going to be another short video. Our dogs are getting groomed right now. We have a gal who comes around in a panel truck. It's a pet spa, it's called. And we've had her do both of our dogs for quite a number of years now. She does a nice job. It's nice to have them come to your home. Okay, especially when it's so cold today. Oh, 12 degrees out there. Okay. But my husband and I are going to run. We'll probably take the dogs and give them a little ride too. We're going to run a little bit over to Crate and Barrel. I ordered a knife sharpener. I was going to get some new knives because our knives are pretty dull. But then I saw that they had, for a lot less money, a very nice knife sharpener for the particular knives that we have. And so I'm going to try that. All right, let's see what happens when I try to put this on the clay. That's always a little tricky. But let's see. I'll pull that up, bring that back about right there. And here we go. Let's just do it. Okay. And I just push it down. I tried to take the foam off the back of this. This actually came on a block of wood when I bought it. I'm famous for taking stamps, rubber stamps, off wood when I get them. If I like it, then I don't necessarily want the wood on the back. So I'm trying to press pretty good here. And then I'm going to take, let's see, where did I put that? Oh, I've got an acrylic square. I'm just going to put that there. and just press. We'll see. I'll see. If this doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, I'm going to sit back down here and let's just check. Ooh, that's pretty. Now what you do is you take, I can lay this aside and I can clean it later. All I do is I take some, what is it, alcohol. Yeah, 91% alcohol, and I put it on a rag and I rub it and I get it all off, so it works very nicely. So let me put it where I won't get it in my way and touch it. Okay, I got some on my finger here. I'm famous for transferring. Do you see what I'm saying? I got a little bit on my gloves, and I don't want to transfer that to the clay. Put those away. Okay, and there's some right there. And maybe right there. Okay, I'm going to just take these off for now. Let's see what happens. This is loose. This one isn't, so I think I'm going to try to pick it up here. Try to loosen it. Let's see. I'll put that one up there. And I'm going to cut some of that off right there. And just put it up there. I'm going to just ease my way around it a little bit. It's stuck pretty good because of me pressing on it. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to just take a Kleenex and wipe the stickiness off. That helps sometimes. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them together. I'm going to have the, let's see here. Which one should I use to cut? Is that going to reach far enough? Yeah, I think so. I'm just going to cut some of it off so it's even. I should have done that before. So don't be like me. Cut it off before if you do this. I don't know if that's necessary either. There we go. Okay. Just lay that aside. And it looks kind of kitty corner there, doesn't it? Let's see. I might have to trim this black up a little bit too. I got a longer blade. Let me try this. Sorry, you can't see it if I go way down. Okay. I've figured out a new way to have my camera. It's an old phone, but it just takes the best pictures, and it does pretty good on the videos too. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to line them up like that. Yep, that's going to look good. That's going to look good. But what I want to do is I want to have a nice background. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to lift this up and move it. And I'm going to lift this over here and take it. And this is my Primo black. And I'm going to put on another set of gloves, so I don't transfer color off my hands to the white. So I buy these, we buy these over the internet. There's a time you couldn't order any, back when COVID first started, but you can now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some, and then I'm going to lay both the white and the black on a thinner piece of black. But I want to make sure I have it big enough. So let's see. I think I'm going to pause you just for a minute. I'll cut more off. I'll run it through my machine over here. And I'm going to make it thinner. I don't want it really thick. It's on a 0 now, which is my thickest. So I'll probably go to, a 2. I'll tell you when I come back. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I conditioned this clay and I took it through. I actually went to a 3. And this is going to be the back sheet that will back my other black and white sheets. So what I want to do, I want this textured. So I'm going to use the same thing that I textured this black with. And I'm going to run it through again on on a 3. I won't go any thinner, but it'll thin it out because when you run it through with a piece of texture material, it thins it out a little bit more. So I'm on a 3. So it thinned it out a lot. Look at it, it really elongated it. That's so pretty though. That turned out really nicely. All right, so what I'm going to do is do this, and this is going to go here, about there. This is going to go about there, and I'm pressing up against it. Okay, so it's got back sheets. It's got the back sheeting to it, which is good. Just let me pick it up, turn it over, and you can see that it's textured. You can see this sticking out here and this sticking out here. So what I'm going to do is take my X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to come across here, just so when I'm cutting things out, I don't accidentally cut where there isn't a backing. Okay, let's make sure I hold those together. Okay, up there is a little bit, so I'll shear that off. Now I'm going to just take it this way. Okay, and let's see here. Okay, I got it cleaned up pretty well. Now check this side to see if I need to clean this side up. Well, I can see that I don't need to cut up there, but I'll just cut that off anyway. You can also use a blade. You don't need to use your X-Acto knife. And a blade might be better. I don't know. All right, so I just want to make sure that they're butted up against each other. And now, because I am kind of in the mood to make necklaces, I am going to also make a couple of hearts out of this. I got my Fat Daddy-O's out again, and I think I'm going to use it. This is just a nice size. This is, at the widest, it is just about 1.5 inches, not quite. So I need to go back, and I'm just taking a Kleenex here, make sure I've got it cleaned off somewhat. Okay. Okay. Make sure these are up against each other. Now I'm going to come in and cut. Depends on how much you want. If you want an even amount, top and bottom. And I think I'm going to do that. It just looks a little different because it's wider at the top. Oh, just pulled that right up, didn't I? But you see why it's important to have a backing sheet on it? It holds it together nicely. Now, I plan to put something across there, so you wouldn't even see that. All right, I'll do that one. And I'm going to make maybe a couple of little heart earrings as well. And I can take my little finger and just push it out. So I've got all kinds of additional clay up here. I'll move it, and I can move my pieces up, and you can see better. How about that? That would be good. I don't need this out here, do I? Okay, let me just pick this up and bring it up a little bit further. So you get the idea. Okay, so I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to make another one, you know, that's similar to that one. And I haven't got my cornstarch handy at the moment, so I'm just pushing it through. Isn't that going to be cute? Okay. Now these earrings could be, you know, the ones that dangle or the ones that have a post. Either way. Either way. let's see here. Now what I think I'm going to do is just going to pull it up, and I'm going to, and I know it's got, I wanted it to be fluid, but I'm going to use, I don't want to not use this, so I'm going to use it. Let's see how I can get to have it come together in the back. Anyway, okay. That's kind of crooked there. So I'm going to just take a little bit more off. I probably still have it a little bit crooked, but let's see what we can do with this. Now this one I'll have to be a little bit more careful with because this was a one full piece. It'll be the same, but it won't be a full piece. Okay. I'm going to push it down a little bit. Okay. In the end, you're not going to see that line across because I'm going to have something go across that. Let's see. I think I might do, this is a different set of cutters. These are, I'm not sure how to say that, Attico. Anyway, these don't have a seam in them either. So that could be, some people like bigger earrings than other people. I know I cannot stand a lot of weight on my ears. My ears get sore. That's just me. That's just me. Let me move my hearts out of the way here so I have more room. And the next size up is that. And this is, oh, that's about 2 inches. 2 inches in length. And I kind of like this size. This is almost 1.5 inch. So I think I'm going to use this one. And let's see if I want to go up a little more or down a little more. About there. Okay, now I have to be careful, like I said, because they're not really together. So let me just do it this way. And you can do pretty much what you want with clay. It's pretty forgiving, isn't it? Those of us that have played with it for years kind of know that. All right, I'm bring it down a little bit, and I'm going to cut some more here. I'll get some earrings cut out. Okay. And here I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, push it out. They stuck together. Look at that. I'm just pushing the sides in a little bit. Okay. So that's that one. Here's another one. Okay. And that one's stuck together too. Good. That's good. Doesn't have as much of the scrolling on it, does it? But it doesn't matter. It's okay. All right. So I'm going to put that away. And let's see. What other set should I do? I may do the circles. You can hear my rustling around in my cutters. I got a cupboard right beside me, and they're in there. So I'm going to do that one. Okay, that's stuck together pretty good. And I'll make one here, and then I'm going to have to turn it. You'll see what I mean. I'm going to have to turn it to get another one. Okay. So there's that one. Well, let's turn it this way, shall we? There we go. And actually, you can just cut it across. In fact, maybe I'll just do that. I've got a straight edge here that's kind of good for something like that. So let's just cut that part off, lay it up there, save it for something else, and then I will cut. I gotta wipe this off because it will have black on it, and I don't want it to transfer to the white. Black and white is really pretty together, I think. All right, let me just try to get this off kind of straight. I still can use this for something. I don't want to just discard it, so I'm careful with it. All right, now I'm gonna bring this back down here. Okay, and I will put these away. And let's see. And these away. I don't know. I have got these teardrop ones. I think they're cute. Let's do that. And we'll see what happens with that. So there's a cute earring. Here would be a cute necklace. There you go. So I'm going to start right. Oops. No, I have them turned. So not that it would matter that much. They're fairly even. Okay. All right. There's that one. Okay, there's that one. And let's see here. Now I'll make some earrings for that one. I figure most people can wear black and white sometime, somewhere. And there's another one. I drill holes in these after they are baked. So, and also I will add the resin and some glitter, either black or silver or some kind of a glitter on the back. So if you're worried about those falling apart, they won't. Not when I'm done with them. Okay. There's another one. And that one came apart, so we'll just stick it right back together. There we go. Okay. There we go. But the hearts, you know, they won't come apart anyway because they've got a full piece on the back. Okay, let's see. I can do one more something or other if it's small there. Let me think about that. I have some, where did I put them? There. I have these cutters that are made for leather. Oh, they're so good for clay. They're just amazing with clay too. I've got piles over here that I need to put away. They're falling down on me. So let's look and see what we've got in here. I'm going to bring them over so you can see. Let's see. I'm going to get... Okay, I'm going to lift up. I've got this long tweezers. So I like this shape. It's sort of like the teardrop, but it's got a rounded top. I'm going to do that, I think. I like that. And it's smaller, so it should do well too. And I'm going to, you have to make sure you have the sharp edge down. Although I've messed up and had the other edge down and it cut it too, it was just not quite as sharp. All right, there's one. And now I'm going to put it over here. Let's see, I'll move these over here. Oh, that one came apart. Okay. Put it together, put it together. And so you can see how this is a rounded top compared to this being more pointed. So, and here's my earring, so let's do that. Up a little bit. And I might just be doing what I told you not to do. Yeah, you need to put the cutter side down. Okay, there you go. And now if I can just push it out with my little pinky, it should stay together. So there's one. And as you can see, there's no room there for me to do one. There really isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'll just come over here. That's got a mark. Okay, I'm just going to line these up like this. I keep forgetting they're separate. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. I'm just going to leave them. And what I'll do is probably, let me just cut this and cut this, bring that up, and I'm going to bring it up further so you can see this. All right, got a little bit of extra stuff there. All right, I'm just going to make sure I have it together here. Now I'm going to make another earring, so I'll come over here and make it. And push that one out. Kind of tap it and tap it. So there's a different kind. They're somewhat the same, but they're different. And this is a little bit smaller than that piece there anyway. Okay. And I will make more later because I've got all this that I can still use. So I am going to put it out of the way for the moment. I'm down in our downstairs, which is kind of it's a garden area because there's big windows and you can see out, which is nice. I get light from that, but it's chilly. I do have an oil heater that I turn on once in a while, but I guess I just decided not to for today. So here they are, and I'm going to take this heart, since they are all together. Let's see, these weren't together. All right. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these. In fact, what I'm going to do is put it right on a tile so I don't have to move it anymore. There. Okay, there's another one, and there's another one. All right. Now I'm going to see what I can do as far as putting a pretty middle across where the line is. So I'm going to use silver. This is flakes, silver flakes. They get all over the place if you're not careful, so I'm going to try to be very careful. Okay, and let's see, which one should I use to put them on? Maybe I'll try this big tweezers. But they come out in bigger pieces. They just fly everywhere. For those of you that have worked with this, you know, they just get all over the place. These pieces do, where you don't want them to go. So I think what I'll do maybe is just get some out over here and kind of break it apart a little bit. Some of them are bigger chunks than others. Sometimes you want a big chunk, but not necessarily on these today. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is just take my finger like this. If it'll pick up, you know what? Take this off. Take my glove off, and I think I can do it with a finger. I thought I could. Maybe if I wet it a little bit on a wipe. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. That'll work. And then you just carefully place it where you would like it. And if you feel like you got it too high, too low, very lightly, just bring it back down, press it down. And you're going to get some that just kind of go on the rest of it too. But this works. It's just stinker sometimes. Okay. Let's see. I'll put that one there. This just makes such a pretty, let's see, I'll bring it down a little bit. A pretty piece. I gave my sister-in-law some pieces that I made out of blue, and then I put silver, gold, and one other rose gold flakes on the middle of it. It was so pretty. So pretty. No, it's too big. I get another piece here. Well, and it doesn't want to come off my finger. There we go. Maybe that'll come off. Isn't that pretty? If I had red foil, that'd be pretty for Valentine's Day, wouldn't it? Okay, I think that's enough for that one. Just press it down a little bit. Now I'm going to take some across these little ones, just a little bit here and there, so you can see what it looks like. Anyway, I don't want to go too long with the video. Okay, put another one there. And it's sticking to fingers that I don't want it to stick to, so I'm just gonna, this is my X-Acto knife I'm using. If you don't know what that is, that's what it is. And I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit. Okay, that'll work. I like that. And let's see, there's some in here. Maybe I can just use, oh, okay. Foil doesn't like to be very obedient. So if you do get some on the rest of your piece, just try to wipe it off with a blade or something. And then I got more on my finger and I didn't know it, and there I go again. Okay, I gotta take my sweater off. Okay, I'm just pulling some out of the lid like this. Just trying to put some on there. There we go. I still need one over there. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that to all of these. And so now that you've seen it, I'm not going to do any more in front of you. I don't want to make a long video. But now you can see, let's see here. Come back this way. What I'm trying to accomplish. These will be the earrings, and these are going to get resined as well on the front, so it will hold the foil on really well once they're resined. They look really pretty with the resin on it. So you can do whatever you want in the middle. You can do different color. You know, you could do red, you could do green, you could do turquoise, you could do whatever you want. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you for today. And to do these things, you know, half and half, that's fun. That is fun to do it like that. And it's different. You could do it half and half the long way, you know, the long way too, if you wanted to. Let me close this up before I get it all over the place. I'll have to open it up again and use it, but for now, I'm going to grab them so they don't fly on my other clay. Okay. So that's my other project for today. And here's the other one that wants to come apart on me, so I'm just going to have to push it together, kind of press it down a little bit, play with your clay, play, play, play. Here's one. Did I not make two? Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't. I need to make another one before I get these in the oven. I guess I didn't. I was worried to see if I put one on the bottom of this or something, but I think I just forgot to make the other earring. Okay, so let me bring this back up here and pinch you back out a little ways. And we'll put this up with this. I will finish these off and stick them in the oven. And I'm going to bring this back so I can make another earring. Whoops. Let's see, that's got a funny thing on it. Gotta push it together here. Okay. And there, I got some on there already, didn't I? Probably won't matter, because I'll probably be putting some on there anyway, but yeah, that stuff just goes everywhere. Crazy. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you is just this technique. It's fun to do, and if you can do it where you have a backing sheet for the whole thing, you know, underneath, that's fine too. But I find this is an easy way for me to do it. And they like I said, when they bake, they do stick together. Plus, you're going to put resin on the back too. So anyway, just have fun with your clay. Enjoy it. God bless you all. I'll see you another time. Bye for now.